This time or in the very beginning?
All of them in the very beginning.
Very different, yeah. Very beginning, I had just moved to Coeur d'Alene, where I had been on the road for 10 months before, and I didn't make it a penny during that, and I didn't have any money when I got to Coeur d'Alene. I only had enough money for the deposit in the first month's rent that had to be prorated. That was like every single penny. Didn't even have enough money for the second month. And this started about 3 months into just moving there. And I was waiting tables at restaurants. I was a waiter at a really sweet restaurant, sweetheart restaurant in Coeur d'Alene called 315 Martinis and Tapas. That was kind of like a family to me. And I didn't make a ton of money, but I just have always been very frugal and saved every penny because I've been homeless and I've had nothing. So to me, like, money is an important tool to not go back to being homeless if possible. So yeah, when I started this, I was just waiting tables at restaurants, and I really didn't have much money. I just kind of had enough for the plane ticket and a little bit extra for food. And what I did was I got the plane ticket, and then I didn't really know what I was going to do for travel or a place to stay. So I Googled like transportation in Europe. One of the first ones was Eurail, who runs most of the trains in Europe. And I put together an email of just coffee word vomit and just told them what I was trying to do and what the plan was. And I never expected to hear from them ever. And they came back and they said no. And I said, yeah, but I kind of think this is like an advantageous trade for both sides. And now at this time there was no project, of course, and my photography portfolio was very basic. I wasn't very practiced. I wasn't very good. So it was just pure heart, pure passion in the words. And so I went back. They said no. I went back and I said, I actually think this is advantageous for both sides. And to my absolute surprise, it was Carmen, I'll never forget. And they let me know that they would agree to sponsor this trip. And so then they gave me a forever pass to travel all the trains in Europe. And so I figured I could sleep on the trains from there. And so the only amount of money that I could spend was, I figured I could spend up to $50 a day, all things included, never a penny more. So that would include where I stayed, if I stayed at a hostel, all of my food, all of my travel, anything ancillary on top of that. I could never spend more than that. So most days I spent less than that because I was staying in a lot of hostels. I found a really cool thing called Hostel World, which is like you could stay in these hostels, and a lot of them are like $12. You'd stay in these rooms with like 40 people in them, but like, how was I going to complain? I didn't care. And so I'd do that, and whatever I had left on top, I'd go to grocery stores and buy food. And I knew I couldn't spend $50 every day because I didn't have enough, but could some days, and other days I'd spend less. And so that's how this all started, with nothing, very minimal. Waiting tables at a restaurant, and a whole lot of heart.
Now you still have nothing.
No, I still got nothing. I'm still wearing the same clothes.